Hi everyone, welcome to yet another very exciting edition of the Shobitam Trunkshow. I'm your host Aparna and I am super excited because before me lies a very exquisite collection. We have saris from all over India, very beautiful saris. Our featured collection today is our printed Kanjivarams. A fresh batch of printed Kanjivarams have just come. The last time we presented them, that was in the beginning of Jan. You absolutely loved them. Since then, we've been replenishing them. And this time we have a fresh new batch, all new prints, a fresh batch of colors. And then we have Banarsis. Banarsis, like what I'm wearing, a beautiful new collection of these sheer, wispy organza handloom saris with antique zari. We have solids, we have contrast borders, and we also have prints. And then we have Banarsi raw silks. We have a fresh batch of pen kalamkaris. We have Gaji silks, a fresh new batch of Mysore silks because you love them so much. Your plains, contrasts, and brocades. And then we have Gadwals, we have Upadas, and more. So on that note, I'm going to begin today's trunk show. A very warm welcome to everyone who's joining in. For folks who've been with us, know the drill. Every product that I'm showcasing today is going to be on this special page called shobitam.com/live. And then there's only so much that I can show every single time. So all the other products that just got dropped today are going to be on this page called shobitam.com/live. Both the products that I'm showcasing today and the others that got dropped today, they're all on this special page. You don't have to ask for prices ever. So no PP at all. Every detail, be it additional images, description, fabric details, currency, in your local currency, all of that is available on the website. So, and if you still have any questions, our team is happy to get back to you. So on that note, let's get started. Like I said, our featured collection today is your printed silks, and this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is a Kanjivaram sari, a pure Kanjivaram silk sari, and then the body of the sari is adorned with very beautiful digital print. Look at this, florals, very tropical designs, and this one is a beautiful teal color, a teal blue. Look at the florals and look at the zari border. Everything's come together very nicely. And then once the printing happens, there is no starch on the sari. So when you print, the sari does not have starch so that the sari can actually absorb the prints. And look at this beautiful sari. Look at how easy the sari is to drape. And here is the first very unique, very beautiful pure silk Kanjivaram with your zari borders and a stunning digital print. Here is the pallu, and this is the blouse piece. And then if you're wondering, hey, what do I do with the fall piku tassels? You do not have to worry about that. Every Shobitam sari is shipped ready to wear with fall piku and tassels done. Look at this. All our silk saris come with tassels like this, and then fall and piku are done. So you do not have to deal with that hassle. And then if you're looking for blouses, we can do custom blouse stitching for you for every Shobitam sari that you buy from us. And then we have a library of over 450 mix and match blouses like what I'm wearing. These are all made in-house. We can make that happen for you, all at one flat rate. And here is the first sari. The next one in this collection is a beautiful peach. And look at the beautiful abstract design. And the combination looks very pretty. It's a coral peach color against your deep green contrast. And look at the beautiful marble design. So this is like your marble design. And look at how nicely the contrast, the color, the details, everything's come together very nicely. So here is your next sari in a beautiful coral peach against a bottle green. This one has shorter borders, equal width borders, and a lovely pure Kanjivaram. So it's got the best of your traditional element with the Kanjivaram zari borders, the silk, and then the novel element of the digital print and the color. Next up is also a beautiful aqua color. And this is a very popular design. This is a very popular design. It's your feather design. So feather print, and again, lovely contrast, a red contrast. And look at this sari. And here is the sari, aqua against red, white borders. And here is a stunning zari pallu. And this is your next sari. It comes with a red blouse piece, a plain blouse piece with zari borders. A yellow this time. Look at this yellow. This one's got your leaves, like your, this is like, you just took some leaves, printed them on paper, and beautiful design. And this is the pallu, and this is the body of the sari, and this is how this very pretty sari drapes. This one is your retapate border sari, and the beauty of the retapate border is there is zari detailing. At the same time, it allows the contrast to really show. So a beautiful red framed sari against a yellow backdrop of beautiful leaf designs. And here is the pallu. The next one is a black for all of us who love black. And I really love the two color borders. So a stunning black. Look at this. A stunning black against a pink and mustard selvage sari. Look at this, and it's got some green details as well. So here is the sari. This is how it drapes. Short with borders, equal with borders on both sides, and the pallu is actually on this side. So here is the pallu, and this is the blouse piece. Like I said, all these saris will be shipped ready to wear with fall and picot done and tassels also done. I'm sure you're wondering what the code for today is. So the special code for today is heritage, because we're celebrating the heritage of India's really beautiful textile art. One of my favorite saris in this collection. This is a beautiful watercolor type design against it's like a mint and aqua mix, and look at the beautiful florals. Very, very pretty. The backdrop looks like this, it's been painted with watercolors. And here is the border. And this is how the sari drapes like. And again, the pallu details, the blouse piece, they're all on the website. Okay, next up is a plum. Plum, just the other sari that I showed you, the feather design, but this one is a plum. You can see how the sari drapes, the zari, the colors, everything's come together very nicely in this. All right, let's see what this one is. Another black. This time it's a black with a lot of abstract florals and a red zari border. And this one drapes like this. It's got a big border, really wide border. All right, so I'm going to show you two more before we move on to our next collection. Oh, I absolutely love this. Look at this. It's your dusty rose against a chocolate brown contrast. And look at this. Look at this. Very pretty, very novel. It's got that nice contemporary element to it. And here is your next sari. And then one last one. Here I actually have two in front of me, but I'm going to show you, actually I'll show you both. So this is your methi color. It's a methi brown. And look at the florals. I'm going to show you this closely. Look at this. And then here is the sari, large florals, a really wide border. So here is your next sari. One more before we move on to the next. Now these saris are absolutely gorgeous. I have personally seen a lot of saris on the market, but the kind of prints are not as aesthetic and the fabric is not pure. Although they are called pure silks, the fabric is not pure. These are absolutely authentic pure silk, silk mark certified. So here is like a dusty sage green, and it's got beautiful florals all over with a white zari border. All right, so we're going to move on to our Kanchi Kalamkari. So we opened with our Kanjivarams. You all love our Kanjivaram, so we wanted to show you a new batch, Kanjivarams with prints, Kanjivaram with Kalamkaris. Okay, so check this out. A very popular Shobitam color combination of your grayish blue against your reddish pink. And look at the very dense design. It's got florals, it's got peacocks, your classic Kalamkari elements. Look at the rich sari palla. And here is the sari. Here is the sari, an absolute, beauty. And Kalamkari saris, when you wear them, oh my God, they look so elegant, so regal. And there is a feel-good factor to it. The feel-good factor because there's so much that's gone into every sari. It takes a month to make a sari. So many people work, to make your sari come alive. So it really feels very nice. It feels very exquisite to own and wear a Kalamkari sari. So here is your next sari. Okay. Oh, another very beautiful color combination. I like the shading that's done in the sari. There's like brown, there's mud brown, there's blue, there's green, and look at the shading. I'm going to show this closely. Look at this. Look at the shading that's happened. It's all come together very beautifully. And the fabric is really soft. Now, bear in mind with Kalamkari, if you see a little stain here and there, or if you see creases along the zari border, it's absolutely characteristic. It's not a defect. It's not like a sari is old or whatever. These are absolutely very characteristic because the saris are boiled in buffalo milk. There's so much that happens. So here is your next sari. Okay, so I'm going to show you now a Kalamkari sari. Oh no, this one. Look at this Kanchi beauty. So Kanjivaram in all its glory. So it's not just a Kanjivaram, it's got the elements of Kalamkari as well. So the body is completely filled. Look at this very beautiful design. And here is the sari. There is so much going on. I've loved the colors that have come together. And here is a sari, truly a piece of art. So if you go on the website, you'll actually see the video of the sari, the entire sari. So this is how this beautiful sari drapes like. Okay, so next I'm actually going to show you Kalamkari on other saris. So Kalamkaris on ikkats, Kalamkaris on Mysore silk. So this one is a Kalamkari, an authentic pen Kalamkari on your ikkat sari, ikkat pure silk sari. Look at this. Isn't it stunning? It's got its Ganga Jamuna borders, green and pink, and look at the so many pretty colors that have come together, and your ikkat pallu. So there's really so many beautiful elements that have come together in making this sari come alive. So here is your next sari. This time it's going to be a Kalamkari on Mysore silk. So check this out. This is your pure Mysore crepe silk sari. And look at the pallu. Look at the body of the sari. Isn't it pretty? So the black, this is like a charcoal black, not your jet black. And then look at the pichwai motifs along the border. And here is the sari. Check this out. Okay, an off-white this time. Look at this. Now, there are absolutely no shortcuts taken. This is your Mysore silk. Look at how fluid the drape is. And then look at how dense the motifs are. Oftentimes, you see Kalamkari that's not as detailed, that's not as dense, but this one's come out very beautifully. Look at this. And look at how flowy the Mysore silk fabric is. So best of your Mysore silk, the fluidity of Mysore silk with the rich colors and heritage element of your pen Kalamkari. So here is your next sari. Now, Kalamkaris it is. So I'm going to show you our Kalamkaris on other fabrics. And we design these in-house with our artisans who are based in Kalahasti. And look at how beautiful this Georgette sari has come. Look at this. Look at this. Here is a pallu, very vibrant pallu. And then this is the sari. Look at how beautiful the florals are. And you can smell and know that this is authentic. So here is your next sari in a beautiful pure georgette. And it comes with a stunning pallu design. Or if you want a little gold trim, sequin trim or something along the edges, we can make that for you. But I think the sari looks very pretty in itself. Check this out. And here is the sari. Okay, another georgette sari, because our artisans have made it so beautifully. Check this out. Look at this. Look at the florals. Look at the large florals actually. Look at this. And the baby pink blouse piece. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? So here is your next sari with an olive green contrast. And then you have large blooms in lavender, light pink, and your Rama green florals. So it's come out very, very beautifully. Okay. Now another pen kalamkari, this time on your ikkat. This is a very popular design on Shobitam, the plain one. And then look at how we dress the body of the sari. So it's got your kanchi borders, it's got your ikat panel, it's got your kalamkari, the best of all your heritage saris. So here is the next sari, the link and the code are being posted. Guess what's next? Beautiful organza saris, Banarsi saris like what I'm wearing. And this is what I'm talking about. Take a look at these beautiful colors, solids and contrast borders, and then I'm going to show you a few prints. So here is the first one. It's a beautiful purple. You cannot go wrong with purple. These are handloom saris, and then all these beautiful saris come with antique zari. So this is your antique zari or your oxidized zari for your rich dark look. Look at this. And look at this first stunning beauty. The beauty of organza is the texture. It's got that beautiful crispness to it. It's sheer and then it feels magical when you wear it. So here is the first sari. Check this out. And this is how, I'm just going to open the first one to show you how beautiful it looks when it is draped. And this is the sari. And the oxidized zari has that reddish tone to it and adds a beautiful contrast. So look at this. So here is the very first sari in a beautiful purple against your oxidized zari borders. This is a really wide zari border. And here is your top side zari. And this is the pallu. It comes with the matching blouse piece. Okay, a hunter green this time. Look at this hunter green sari. Looks very pretty. Again, it's a solid sari, monocolor, and look at the zari bootas, your kadua zari bootas, against this beautiful emerald green base. A contrast this time, and it's a purple against a red with a deep brown, very, very deep brown, almost like a black. And this is how this beautiful sari drapes like. So here is your next sari. A stunning copper sulfate blue this time. Check this out. So I'm wearing a contrast sari with two-tone borders. So there's a red, there's a green, and this one's similar. Check this out. So this is your beautiful copper sulfate blue. Actually, let me show you a single layer. So this is your beautiful copper sulfate blue. And the beauty of these saris, one more thing about them is that they come with contrast blouse pieces for that pop of color. So here is the next sari. Look at this. Look at the zari bootas and a lovely anchal. Okay, a brown, and it's your like a wood brown color. Check this out with your contrast zari. I'm not going to open this. It's got a very magical texture, and here is the sari. A Rama green, and look at the zari border. This is what I'm talking about. And this is how this beautiful sari drapes like. So here is your next sari. For those of you, actually those of us who love blood red, a blood red is next. So check this out. A stunning, bold, blood red color. And here is the sari. Look at how this one drapes. Next is your mehendi green against a contrast. This is like a brown contrast. And then this sari drapes like this. Mehendi green is one of those very, very beautiful colors. It looks very nice and it's very flattering. And here is the next sari. And I'm going to show you another mehendi green which is a monotone color. So check this out, a full monotone mehendi green. And then it's got this contrast. It looks very, very, very pretty. So here is your next sari. And then I'm going to show you one tissue sari before we move on to our raw silks. Look at this. This is a pure tissue sari. When I say pure tissue, it means that the warp of the sari, the length of the sari is made in metallic threads. It's not golden metallic threads, it's actually purple metallic threads. And look at the two-tone borders, two different colors on the border. And here is the sari. It's actually very beautiful. Look at a single layer of this. It's magical. It's very, very, very pretty and very charming. And here is your next sari. All right. I'm just going to quickly show you other colors that we have. Look at this beautiful. It's a navy blue actually. It's a deep navy blue. Look at how beautiful the zari looks against it. Another blood red because it is a popular color. And then check out this black. Black against purple. And this is your deep brick red color, very charming color. And then we have a fuchsia with a navy border. Look at this again, very, very pretty. So these are all the different combinations that I have with me, but there are many, many more on the website. So we're going to show you some raw silks next. Look at this mustard raw silk. So for those of you who saw the Trunkshow reel coming up, so I don't know how many of you are there following us on Instagram and Facebook. If you're not, you should be, because there's a lot more that we showcase. We showcase our journey with you. And I was wearing one of the mustard saris. It was a pure raw silk sari, borderless saris, and it felt so good. It was so beautiful, got so many compliments. And here is a mustard raw silk, this one with your antique zari, beautiful art-shaped borders with your kadua buttas. And the beauty of the raw silk is the color absorbency, the texture, the matte texture, the unevenness that really adds the rustic element. So here is the pallu, and it comes with a contrast blouse piece. Looks very elegant. So here is the first raw silk sari. And then we have the sandstone color, a beautiful sandstone. It's like your deep peachish brown color. And check this out. Look at this. With your antique tone zari, shot with borders and small buttas. So here is your next sari. And this is the pallu. And this one comes with a matching blouse piece. A very, very, very similar color here. Check this. So we had two very close colors. Both of them look very elegant. So this is your linear border, and this one has got arches, and this one is slightly lighter than the other one. A very beautiful color. Very, very beautiful color. Look at this. Beautiful shade of green and contrasts against your jamuni purple. So this is your blouse piece and this is your sari. Look at this. Very unique, different color and a lovely contrast adorned with zari work. And then there is Rama green, always a favorite, always very flattering. And this is your Rama green sari with your maroon contrast. Look at this. Maroon contrast. So this is your blouse piece. And here is the sari. This is what this one looks like. 3 more. And emerald green this time. And this is like a deep emerald green. Looks very, very, very beautiful. And this one drapes like this. 2 more, and then I'm going to ask you which one was your favorite. So look at this. This is like a deep lime color, a darker lime color, like a lime the skin of the lime color. And look at this. And the antique zari white borders on both sides. And here is the pallu. It comes with a contrast blouse piece. So it comes with the strawberry pink blouse piece. All right. The last one today is a deep rose color. And it comes with a purple contrast. Look at this ink purple contrast. Look at this. Oh, it actually has a, yeah, beautiful blouse piece. Very, very beautiful blouse piece. And it's your deep rose pink color, a dusty rose pink color. And this is what this looks like. Now you tell me which one was your favorite color. I forgot to show you the printed organzas, and I'm going to show you now. This is a printed organza sari. This is a pure handloom sari with digital print, and this one comes in a beautiful mint green color. And look at the very eclectic prints. They look so nice, so pretty. We have saris with zari border and the lace trim and without the lace trim. So we have both versions. Any sari can be customized to either version. And here is your sari. It looks very elegant. And here it is. Very beautiful sari. This is what the pallu looks like. And I'm just going to show you another color variation. We have so many beautiful colors like cream, like peach, gray, and more. Check this out. This is your pista green color. That was a mint. This is pista. And look at how this one looks. And like I said, we have so many color options today. We're going to move on to our Mysore silks now. We have so many of your beautiful designs. Mysore silks, you know, they're very, very, very classy, very minimal, but they're so fluid. You know, they're really flattering. And then the material, oh my God. And then we've got our favorite designs back. We have so many beautiful colors in your Ganda Berunda. It's always a favorite. And this one is your rich maroon color with your Ganda Berunda borders or your two-headed eagles. Look at this. And here is the sari, a beautiful maroon with very minimal details, just your Ganda Berunda borders, and yet it's a standout sari. And then the border is your chit pallu. The pallu is your chit pallu. These simple lines are called chit pallu design. And then the blouse piece comes like this. A lot of you get your blouses stitched in the diamond neck pattern. So I've observed that. And then what we do is we use the zari borders that go here because there's zari border on both sides. You can use it around your neck. You can use it around your sleeves both. So here is the very first sari. We're going to move on to a royal blue because royal blue is a very popular color when it comes to Mysore silks. So here is a royal blue with a turquoise selvage. It's got zari lines throughout the body of the sari. And then look at this. So there is it's like a gradient. It's very, very narrow on the top and then it widens as you go downward. And this is how this very pretty sari drapes like. Another royal blue is staring at me. Again, a Ganda Berunda design, and then this color, oh my God. It looks very beautiful. Look at this Ganda Berunda in a royal blue. And here is a sari. I was wearing a royal blue Mysore silk a few trunk shows ago. A mustard and green this time. Again, a classy color combination, which has always been popular. This one is a half border sari. Half your sari is plain on the top. And then the bottom has these zari checks. Check this out. So here is a sari. They always come with your contrast blouses. And look at the pallu of the sari. It has a very rich pallu. Not your regular Mysore silk sari. Another Ganda Berunda. This time it's a chartreuse color. A chartreuse with a peacock blue. And then this one is your copper sulfate blue, a very, very, very beautiful color. I have a plain copper sulfate blue Mysore silk myself with a different border and it looks very charming. So here is your next sari. Okay, so I'm going to show you another Mysore silk sari. This time we've actually dressed it up with cutwork borders. Look at this. This is your blouse piece. This is your blouse piece. This is all done by hand. And then we have cut work detailing in the front here. Look at this. Very beautiful standout sari. So this is your jal with actual cut work. Look at this. And then there is light cut work here on the palla. So very unique sari in a beautiful rose and purple combination. Now our brocade Mysore silks. A very beautiful color. A red Mysore silk. I don't know how many of you remember the very first Shobitam Trunkshow. I was actually wearing a red brocade Mysore silk sari. So here is a beautiful red Mysore silk sari. Usually brocades tend to be stiff, heavy, but with the Mysore silk, they just drape around you so well. And here is the sari. Another brocade, this time it's a mauve color, like a rose mauve color. And a very beautiful Vanasingaram brocade, which shows the beauty of the jungle. Look at the colors with your peacocks, birds, florals. And this is how this beautiful sari looks like when it is draped. So here is the next sari. A very beautiful light sari, like a very, very light amethyst shade. And it's got your silver zari and a mustard selvage. So here is your next sari in a very stunning color combination. It looks very rich and it's very fluid. It looks very grand. A rich blue this time, like a deep navy blue with your floral brocade. Look at this. And here is the sari. I'm going to show you one more deep blue. That one actually has buttas and your white zari border. The Vidya Balan Mysore silk sari, which is like a deep pink color, has this exact same design with your booties and your wide paisley border. And the sari just looks magical because it's like got these little buttas that shimmer on the black background, the dark background, and a beautiful border that adds to the weight and flow of the sari. All right, so we've got a fresh batch of very artisanal Madhubani saris. These are Madhubanis on pure silks, from your Kanjivarams to your Ikkats. Look at this. So this is your pure Kanjivaram silk sari, and the entire sari has been adorned with Madhubani handwork. Look at this. A Jugalbandi sari with two very beautiful art forms. So here is a sari, looks very different. There's only one sari of its kind in the world. So here is your sari. A mustard this time, deep yellow, like a yellow mustard. Check this out. Here is the sari, a yellow with a blue temple border, Kanjivaram, with your Madhubani work. This time it's your Ikkat Ganga Jamuna, and look at the beautiful Madhubani. Look at the colors and everything else that have come together. Imagine someone spending hours and hours, days and days, weeks and weeks to get every sari done. This is one of those. Check this out. Check this out. Beautiful mandalas. It's got human motifs, very beautiful florals, and what a beautiful, bright, colorful sari. So here is your next sari. Another Ikkat. Check this out. This is your Ikkat Pallu. It's a pure silk sari. And oh my goodness, look at the work. Very, very fabulous, absolutely standout saris. And then one last one in this collection before we move on to our Gadwals. This is a pure Kanjivaram in your biscuits shade. And it's got copper tone zari. And it's got zari buttas. What we did, we kept the zari buttas as they were. And then all the solid space, we covered them with Madhubani. Look at this. So here is the sari. And this is how this one looks when it is draped. We're going to move on to our Gadwals now. All right, so we have our bestseller Gadwal edition. This has been a very hot selling design since our early days. It's your pure handloom Gadwal silk sari with your vertical zari stripes and your really, really beautiful borders. Take a look at this one. This is like a deep lime with your brick color, and look at the stunning border. Very, very classy sari. So here is a sari. Shobitam's got the best, the most authentic gadwals that you can find. So here is your beautiful pallu. This one is very premium. All our gadwal saris are absolutely premium, and I'm very, very proud of the collection. So here is the very first sari. We're going to show you a pista green next. It's your Korvei Gadwal, which means the body and border are woven independently and then interlocked. And that's what gives that very, very sharp contrast. So take a look at this. It's your light tea green pista color with your deep kanchana or your deep brown with a tinge of purple contrast. And this is how this very beautiful sari drapes like. A very, very warm welcome to everyone who's joining in. This is the Shobitam Trunkshow, and then we have a very special collection of saris from across India. We are showing you Gadwal saris right now. And if you're wondering what the code for today is, it is Heritage. Use the code Heritage to get a special discount. This one is a bestseller, and for the right reasons. It's your grey with a tinge of amethyst, and again your kanchana border. It looks very nice, and that little tinge of amethyst makes it look magical. So here is your next sari, and this is how this beautiful sari looks like when it is draped. A brocade this time, and oh my goodness, this is a very, very, very popular brocade, your patola design, two side equal borders, and this is how the sari drapes like. A very, very, very beautiful sari. And here's your next one. Another best-selling Gadwal. This is your deep maroon, and it comes with a like a blush, a dusty rose contrast. This is your 16-inch border, really, really wide border. And then this is your top side border. This is called your morning evening borders. The morning is short, the evening is long. And look at how stunning, how elegant the sari drapes like. Now, we know that a sari is incomplete without the blouse, and at Shobitam, we can make your blouse your way, which means that we can make them in any pattern of your choice as per your measurements. Sometimes we get larger sizes, or we get requests for blouses where the fabric, we cannot really accommodate the pattern. In those cases, we actually procure extra fabric, but we still make the blouse possible for you. Sometimes you have, other requests. For example, some of you say that you're pregnant, your size is expanding, and for that and other reasons, we have these stretchable blouses. So if you want your blouses with this elastic on the sides, which can, fit as per your changing measurements, we can make that happen. Take a look at this. So this goes on the side, so it's concealed. So here, this one goes on the side, it's concealed, and then, it just fits no matter, whether you lose a few pounds, gain a few pounds, you still have the perfectly fitted blouse for you. So we can make these also for you. So anything that you have in mind, we can absolutely make it happen for you. All right. Now I'm going to show you some modal silks, and this time we have modal silks in very novel colors. These are your out of ordinary colors. Look at this ash gray color, and it's so pretty. It's got this crushed zari or your lagra zari border, and then you fell in love with our modal silks with our ajrak design. Check this out, and then we got them made in fresh new colors. We chose color combinations that would really stand out, and look at how each sari has turned out to be. So this is your deep purple with your ajrak palla, and it's actually dressed with your katdana work. Look at this. And then here is the sari. So your entire pleats area. So this is your partly pallu, Your entire pleats area has an ajrak design. This is the top half, and then here is the pallu. So all the ajrak is dressed with your katdana work, and then the blouse piece is similar. It's got solid and an border with ajrak. All right, so one very unique sari. The previous trunk show was showcased from the coastal town of Upada, where these very beautiful saris, the Upada Jamdani saris, are woven. Nowhere else in India or the world is Jamdani actually practiced on pure silk. And this sari is called the Queen's Gambit. And this is why. Look at this. A beautiful queen motif woven in the Jamdani weave. Look at this, look at the back side. This takes weeks to weave. Look at this chessboard design pallu. This is custom made. And look at the pawns across the body. And it's a stunning black color, beautiful pallu made for the queen in you. So here is the sari. And we have it in two colors. We have the black against the gold. And then we have white with black and gold. I'm going to show you both. And this is the white that I was talking about. Very beautiful, very standout sari. So here is the sari. All right, one more Upada sari before we move on to our hand-painted saris. So here is another Upada sari. This is a peacock blue-green. Look at this. Look at the play of colors. It's got purple, it's got green, a tinge of blue. And look at the tissue borders, the wide border in the bottom, and a stunning pallu. So here is your next sari. A Kanjivaram this time. And this Kanjivaram is so beautiful because it's got zari checks on the body. And we've dressed it with, so zari checks on the body, buttas on the border. Look at the wide borders, and then it's dressed with this sequence border. So when you wear it, the sari looks like this. So when you wear it, it looks like this. So here is your next sari, very beautiful colors and framed very beautifully with the contrast, the buttas and the sequin border. All right, we're going to show you hand-painted saris. And we have three stunning colors. These are all painted by very skilled artisans. This is your shimmer georgette, and it has a really nice flow and a light shimmer to it. Look at this. And the prominent parts of the sari have hand-painted details on them. So here is the sari. You can see how flowy it is, how nicely it falls. It drapes around you so nicely. And this is the hand-painted details. So this is the front with the lotus. And then you have beautiful florals here on the pallu. And then we've adorned them with these stunning tassels to complete the look. Two more. Look at this. Again, a very pretty sari. This one is a royal blue. Look at the florals here. And then it has a very beautiful design here that comes in the first, that comes in the front. So here is a sari. I have one of these. And look at how nice everything's come together. A peach this time, again in your shimmer georgette. And then look at the florals. Look at this really large floral in the front. And then this is the top. So very pretty, very unique sari. Actually, hold on. So that's the bottom. And then So all the work is actually on the pallu in the sari. Look at this. Very standout pallu design. And then one more sari before we're going to move on to our jewelry. So this sari, this particular design was created by us. It's a silk linen sari with your kundan work, hand kundan work. So they are actually all embellished by hand. And again, same concept. Here. So we make sure that, the sari is dressed in all prominent parts of the sari. So when you see details like these, it is us. So here is a sari. This is the pallu and a beautiful silk linen in a lovely turquoise color. with your kundan and other handwork details. All right, so some very beautiful pieces of jewelry are waiting to be showcased before we wrap up today's show. You loved our oxidized jewelry, you loved our black finish jewelry, and then you love our silver jewelry. So a few more pieces. Look at this. So this is your waist belt. And this waist belt covers your waist very nicely. It's got strings on the side, so it's, very flexible. You can wear it over your sari, you can wear it over a half sari, you can wear it over your Bharatanatyam dress. And the beauty of this is its black finish. So the stones, the kemp work, the white stones, the motis really, really stand out. So here is the very, very first piece of jewelry in your black polish. And look at how beautiful this piece is. All right. This necklace is back. A few of you requested for this. You would have seen me wear this with a purple velvet sari. And it was so, so, so beautiful. It's back. And this is the last piece that we have at this point of time. So very beautiful design. Sits very well on your neck. Okay, so we're going to show you our black finish jewelry, which so many of you loved. Look at this. This is your real glass, real mirrors, no plastic. And it comes in a nice Afghan design. Look at this. And really long, beautiful Jhumar earrings. These are our bestseller bangles. Look at this. It's got these. Now, this would fit anyone from a 2.4 to a 2.8 diameter because it's got a screw opening. So it will really wrap around your fist. Look at this. And look at this real glass oxidized kada. I'm going to show you 3 pieces of silver jewelry and we're going to wrap up today's show. Vidya Balan chose this particular earring for a photo shoot. And this is your pure 92.5 silver with 24 karat gold. And guess what this is? This is your mother of pearls, real mother of pearls. These days, there are a lot of replica mother of pearls. They look like mother of pearls, but they are plastic. This one is real mother of pearls and comes in a beautiful Chandbali design. Now check this one out. This is your butterfly design, your 92.5 silver with your butterfly design. And it's got this jadao elements on it. Isn't it pretty? And the last piece, oh my God, it's got the best of your traditional elements. This is your South Indian Mangalyam design or your Mangal Sutra design. And look at this. Isn't it stunning? It's very, very, very beautiful. Take a look, and it's pure 92.5 silver. So something that, stays precious throughout, and gold plated and handmade too. So on that note, it's me Aparna signing off. I really hope that you loved the collection that was put together for today's show. And I really have to thank the team for doing it. There's a lot of effort that goes behind the scenes, and it's a team that makes it happen. So huge kudos to the team who's worked on this for the last couple of weeks. And huge thanks to everybody. Hope you all have a lovely 2 weeks, and I'll be back with another trunk show. And then these pieces are not going to last long because they're very, very, very pretty. So if you like something, please go ahead with it. The code for today is heritage. Again, it's me, Aparna, signing off. See you all next time.